Hello Reddit. Introverts of Reddit, what are the most annoying things extroverts do? Extroverts in charge of work activities who absolutely insist you must have icebreakers every time. Hey, you see this book in my hand? The one I'm reading? Believe it or not, I was reading it, so please stop talking to me. Call out quiet people. Sometimes they are introverted, sometimes they have a lot on their mind, but they would probably be talking if they wanted to be. Not to be confused with kindly approaching someone who's alone to be friendly or some motive of inclusion. This is more the loudly and belligerently pointing out that X is being too quiet for your taste. Invite more people over without telling you first, and you are notified by their walking through the door. The more the merrier, right? Wrong. Interrupt. This is true especially when talking over a quiet person who doesn't speak as often. When they wouldn't leave me alone, even though I've made it very clear that I'm not in the mood to talk or do anything with them. Expect you to go out and meet up with them with 30 minutes notice at random moments during the day. Constantly bug you to go out and then guilt trip you to go out and be miserable in public. Always trying to talk to you because they feel bad about you being so quiet and alone. Like, dude, I wanna sit in my own little corner chill. Drawing attention by talking, not the talking itself. I like to listen to people talking most of the times, but some people just talk the whole time to have everyone's attention. Talk to me non-stop when I'm on my lunch break. I'm a nurse, so it's my only 30 minutes in a 12-hour shift to sit and not be talking to or listening to someone, and my brain needs it. No matter what the other person needs to say during this time, I absolutely do not give a shit about it and just want them to shut up. I usually try to semi-politely stop it by doing something like a stretch/yawn, boy am I tired, and then pull out my phone to stare at, just until they stop talking. Ask you why you won't go to a party they're inviting you to, and when you say you can't, they demand detailed explanations, and if you're honest and say you'd rather stay home and watch a movie, they'll judge you and keep pushing until you change your mind. And when you don't, it's just awkward. Assume that you're missing out by not going to events. I'm super introverted, but for some reason I always get along with extroverts. All my close friends are extremely outgoing and extroverted. They all seem to have this thing where they think I suffer from FOMO when I don't go to events or don't get invited. Like, no, I actually suffer from JOMO if anything. Watching your Instagram stories at a club/party/event surrounded by people yelling and being obnoxious gives me joy that I stayed home. My more extroverted older family members have a habit of reading headlines or funny bits aloud when reading the newspaper or social media and other people happen to be in the room. Saying you're sad or depressed for being alone and quiet when you're actually just enjoying yourself, mostly when I'm reading and or listening to music. Forcing me to do stuff I'm not comfortable with, or stirring up conversations about topics I have zero interest or knowledge in. For instance, sports, any drama TV shows, and then they shame me for it. Like, what? Try to get me to dance. I don't want to dance. I'm not going to dance. Now leave me alone. I don't mind talking to people as long as I'm not too tired, but there is something I can't stand, and that is touching. I hate it when strangers or people I don't like or don't know too well touch me, even if it's just a friendly pat on the shoulder, or if they are standing too close. It's like, hello, ever heard of personal space before? Try to do stuff with you. No, I don't want to hang out after a long day. I want to go home and be alone. Trying to make us extroverted like there is something wrong with us. It's how we are, and sometimes we think they are weird too. So loud. How can they be so loud? My husband and his entire family are delightful, loving, extroverted people, and I swear they are also the loudest people I have ever known. After we spend time with his family, I inevitably spend a few days reminding my husband that I'm sitting 2 feet away and he doesn't need to yell. Extroverted or not, I'm just constantly blown away at how few people can really read a room. Dude, if nobody is making eye contact with you while you tell your story and nobody is doing anything more than exhaling harder in place of laughter, they want you to fucking leave. How is it that barely anyone else I meet is able to understand when they are not wanted? When extroverts get offended because I'm not talking, or they assume there is something wrong with me because I didn't contribute to their conversation about pointless shit. Say that I'm in a grumpy or annoyed mood when I don't want to socialize. I'm not one to socialize, and I highly value my alone time. I don't care if you socialize, just don't make it seem like I'm annoyed when in reality, I'm just wanting to chill in my room. When they keep trying to push you to do more social or outgoing things that make you uncomfortable despite you telling them no already. Feeling perfectly comfortable with yelling in a public place. You get a pass if you're mad or calling out to someone, but yelling for no reason really fills me with quiet rage. That, or asking me to smile because they think I'm upset all the time. Me smiling is not going to fix that even if I am.